All right, how you guys doing? Back in. I told you, got the same shirt on, got the same stuff going on. Right, we're doing up what we need to do up. We're going places where we need to go. So hey, fourth recording of the day. We'll definitely fit the next 6 days in. If I need to do a fifth, I will push it today because I do have an agenda that I have here in my little red notebook, and I'm not talking about an app from China. Yeah, we're not talking about an app from China for sure. So I told you we did inauguration, we did coronation. We kind of looked into the president's military inauguration, which is full of symbols. We looked at inauguration, how far this went back. We went into the aspects of the dance, the ball, the president's ball, bail. We went into the aspect of the coronation, which I was looking at it in a different way because it's really not called a coronation, but this doesn't deny what the other two were, which would be a coronation for a 4-year coronation for the king of. Same thing. It's blue bloods ain't gone away, and I'm going to even prove it today. We're going to do, I promised you we were going to keep going, and I'm glad you guys are all here into this unity that we're doing. We're doing our unity, right? Into the unity of one, of our consciousness, of how we are in unity and oneness in our abilities, our very, very, very abilities that are quite vast in how we operate, in how we do and what we do through the things we do, and how we're just trying to really empower ourselves by knowing ourselves. Empower ourselves by knowing ourselves. And you might ask, know thyself, right? Not all in the past, not all so-called initiation mystery schools were done for the evil. Like anything, when you get occultic knowledge, the word occultic does not mean it does not mean evil, and it's kind of you've been led through the media and said, oh, they're a cult, and think occultic means what you're calling a cult, which I'm not sure, because the word culture has the word cult in it, a unity of one or a culture. But occultic means hidden knowledge. And what it says when you're a cultist, that you're a knower of hidden knowledge. You've deeped into the hidden knowledge of things that are hidden from mainstream. Hence, esoteric. Is esoteric? No. All are neutral. It's what you do with them. Now we're going to the wakey chicken bakies, and don't fall for the esoteric in control of the mindsets and all that goes with that, which is now very much an open display. Even them that are in it will tell you that, but it's also a bunch of stuff happening fast, right? Like even today, we've had the fires in Southern California. We've had rain now. In the rain, when you scorch out from the mountains and the hills, you scorch out all the trees and the rubbish and the weeds and every aspect of vegetation out, which when a rain comes, the mudslides and the trees go slowly down, eradicated, scorched. Book of Revelation talks about scorching the earth multiple times, right? Yeah. And then now this mudslides come, but it's now no longer stopped, like almost a type of levee, natural levee for that, snow, for that mud to slide down and get stopped and get slowed enough for the people down there to maybe build something to stop it from going farther to do damage into the streets or houses or whatever. By scorching everything, now you created the flow. It's almost like a river. Not almost, it becomes a river now. It becomes a river. Like I said, not like, it becomes a river. So when you do the river, right, now who's going to stop it? Now it ends up being flooded with now mudslides. So now you're going to have, hopefully, an emergency ×2. You scorched it with fire, you burnt it down, now it got riverized and flooded by the mudslides. So we got another word of the day, WOTD. Welcome in. Please hit the like button. And I would even ask to help this work is continue. It takes time. It takes us to do things, and I would love to improve my production, right, in editing and all that as we grow. My Cash App, right? My Cash App is D-Boy, with D-Boy, WCU, D-Boy, West Coast Uncensored, WCU, right, Cash App. Daniel Abril, with a capital D and a capital A on Daniel and a capital A on Abril. And West Coast Uncensored, this is my Cash App. And give so we can do some of the things we like to do. It takes my time, it takes my energy. And if I want to do better production as I'm growing as a channel, I would definitely would appreciate any giving would definitely be given back to you through the process of giving and receiving are the same hand. Because it's just like perpetrator and victim have to produce the same dualistic reality. The same reality is receiving and giving. It's not separated. If you're receiving, you're giving. If you're giving, you're receiving. It's the same thing. And if you're not operating in abundance, there's a blockage there because you're not maybe giving, and if you're not giving, you may not be receiving. So, and if you're receiving, you're probably not giving. So let's share a screen because we're going to talk about, I told you we were going to go into the blue blood system, right, of how this works. So let's go ahead and go in. Yeah. This is let's go to etymology first. So I talked about the other day, I was just talking and sitting there and thinking, and I just looking, and it just kind of was looking at the situation as we have the fires in LA after the Pope just opened up 5 portals. Which, come on, I'm gonna be honest, anybody here, if you don't know, you need to know that's also that place, it goes hand in hand with sorcery. Look at the dress. When you discern the dress of that religion, of what they wear, it's all screams Sumerian and Babylonian, because it's facts. The hat that looks like the fish head is a Babylonian priest called Dagon. Ancient priesthood from Sumerian called Dagon, the fish god. He's wearing a fish hat. It goes hand in hand also that it was so-called the age of Pisces, and that's what it goes with. So we're looking at all this stuff, and I'm looking at that, and I'm also looking at the fires after that, and then I'm looking at, we have this new president, we have the inauguration, and I'm starting to really think, because we know that the script was very perfect in the thing that when one side gets so bad that we've never seen so bad like this recently, that you have to run away from it when you don't know that both sides are the same quarter, same nickel, same penny of each other. And all of them are related. 11-year-old girl proved that through her work some 15 or 16 years ago and showed how every member was related through a king. And so they're related. They might be 20 cousins or removed 20 times, but it's through the same king, same blue blood. And it hit me, and I was thinking about Barron Trump, how we propagated it. And then I said, I got up and said, somebody said, it is his name. And I said, yeah, but it's a blue blood title. They go, oh yeah, it is, huh? They go, maybe it's in the spelling. I go, no, etymology wouldn't be in the spelling. And I'm going to show that I was right. I knew what a baron was. We're looking at barons and baronesses and earls and dukes and duchesses and pawns and Ponzi schemes and Ponzi schemes. We're looking at all the scheming and the blue blood system of orders, because even the blue bloods have orders, like we see the orders of the Illuminati, orders of the Jesuits, orders of the Illuminati, and the orders of the sorcerers and the illusionists, right? But I was looking at this in a very other way, was that we're starting to see. So I said, what's Baron? Baron, and so we're going to find out today. Now, this is very interesting. And then the other part of it, I'm going to make it more interesting. A member of nobility. So right away, a baron is a member of nobility. So we're talking blue bloods. Right away, noblemen. When it's obvious, isn't not very noble, really. But anyways, also a low rank in the peerage, from the French baron, Baron, nobleman, military leader, warrior, virtuous man, husband, and there's a lord. Lord and husband probably related to the Latin barrow man, Spanish Barron, Italian Baron, which is of uncertain origin. It's perhaps even from the Celtic, from the Frankish barrow, free man. Of course, when you're in power, you would be more free than them who are not. Or another Germanic source. In England, the word merge would probably congregate the English Baron, nobleman. Entries linking to that as the feminine aspect I told you would be a Baroness, a lady holding a burial title, lady of quality, nobleman, ironically a woman of low morals and a slut. What? 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 Wow. And that makes why. Whoa. Let me just take a step back with these baronesses. So I'm going to go to Barron, and we're going to get on this. Barron Trump. And I thought about it. Even watched some videos about him that popped up of how he did some very noble things in the community, helping people in certain situations that it's true, he did. But always doing the noble, but also being the murderer is always a way to try to direct your karma by trying to saturate it with good deeds. Kind of like having a hospital for kids who got diseases, but a cancer or any kind of disease, and being really good at that certain hospital, you know what I'm talking about, but will not release the information to stop cancer, which is out there. I'm thinking about some of what's his name, brother Sabi, yeah, who had, do you know the story of Brother Sabi with 40 healed cancer patients, and then in court, when they asked him, prove you bring 3, he brought 40, and then he ends up not being alive anymore not long after that. Yeah, kind of goes with that. That seems to be something that completely happens. But here's the thing, and somebody was, I was talking to somebody and some people, and they're like, well, he spells his name with 2 R's, not 1 R. Etymology, that doesn't really make a difference, but I'm going to show you what it means with 2 R's. So we've seen what a baron is. The baron and where it comes from with the different languages. Also a warrior, a military leader, a virtuous man, a lord, which is another. We're going to get in that word too, because you guys keep it in Christianity. Oh, my Lord, Jesus, Lord is part of the nobility. We will show this soon. And then even, the lords of London are the Krishna, Ganesha, in Hindu lord, even Krishna. When we had George Harrison write a song about My Sweet Lord, and everybody got angry with him from the West because they thought he was talking about Jesus Cristo or Jesus, and then find out he's talking about Lord Krishna. Totally about teeing some folks off in the West, but that's beyond the point. Just kind of laughing about it. But you could see everything that he is: husband, nobility, but also a military leader, and which goes right with the patriarch, always wanting and then do it to have power. A free man, of course, when you're part of the nobility, you are free, but your peasants aren't, or the people that you rule over they don't know what it is. They think they're free and don't realize they haven't been free. Just facts. We don't censor shit here. But here's it goes. Why I'm saying what I did. We're going to look at the 2R spelling and what it means. Right here. Baron is masculine, English, German, Latin, and means nobleman or warrior. How about that? It's the same meaning. Doesn't go into the depth of it as it does etymology. Meaning is associated with nobility, strength, grace, of course. Dignified bearing. So you have these aspects of this. And free man up here, Germanic free man. Anglo-French comes from the word, English word baron. So the baron and the baron are the same word. Baron with an R and baron without an R are the same words. The word baron is Germanic, right? Original, similar to the old German word barrow, which means free man. Gaelic from the name Baron is Baroon. The name Baron is associated with nobility, strength, and a nickname for someone who's regal or the dignified bearing. Variations of it would be Karen, Garen. Usages. Parents may choose the name Baron to give the child that conveys qualities like that, which we can go and say that's what it is, but we're dealing with actually a blue blood family. Because all present, like I said in my last video earlier, the girl proved that all presents except one was actually related from the same king. They may be a distant relative, but they're related from the same king, the same lineage, which makes it a BLUEBLOOD. It never went nowhere, folks, and that's what I'm going to show you. Baron is his name because he is a baron. Now, is he a baron to Trump or a baron to Melania? That's the question, or baron to both. It was like a few years ago when we had Prince Harry married Meghan Markle, and everybody said, oh yeah, see, they're breaking their traditions. Look what old Prince Harry did. He went outside the guidelines for blue bloods. And I said, no, he didn't. And somebody was like, Danny. And I said, no, he didn't. Let me deep dive. And I deep dived and found out Meghal's dad is from the lineage. And I said, I told you, they don't go outside their laws. They may fake the funk, use the media to make you think, but when you know the outlines of the rules, because you're awakened soul, guess what? You don't fall for it. You know that it's not true. And when you know that's not true, you'll say, the hijack's not successful with me. So when I see Baron and Baron, R, one R, Baron, two R's, is the same word right here. Hence, it's the same word. One more time, hence. Why am I doing this? I'm trying to show you, as we enter this age and stage, those who don't know, that definitely prepare and be aware. This is why you need to get connected to your higher self. You need to do the work within, because stuff is happening at a very rapid pace, and it's happening now. And if you don't know, you need to know, because this is what they're doing. So I just thought about it the other day. It just hit me. I popped up out of my seat and I was like, why is he Baron? That's a blue blood's title. That's what, boom, hit me. He's a blue blood title. And I go, aha, because it is a blue blood. Because it is. And, this isn't new to me. And I'm not surprised, but anybody coming into this stuff is kind of right there for you to see and know and kind of experience where you're at in this 3D lower realm of them who can try to control things. But this is also you waking up, us as a collective unity, wake up to our power and don't be distracted by all the things outside of us, because it's very much, it can be aligned. The book of Rev is being played, but the book of Revelations, which seems to be the apocalypse. But when you look at Revelation and apocalypse, the word means occultic. It's occultic, revelation, and apocalypse has the same meaning. Hidden, veiled knowledge, understanding. That's why we see everybody sharing what's happening in the world, because the veil's being rent. We're now even disclosures everywhere. But just because somebody discloses something that's truth doesn't mean they're operating in spirit for your benefit, because so are, like Seven said this morning, so are the sorcerers and the magicians will tell you the truth, but it ain't necessarily what's good for you in their outcome of what they're looking to do or parade around doing in bringing what they're bringing. So I was looking at that. So really when I look at this, so let's go back. We gotta hit the Baroness, because that's part of Baron and Baroness. And that's what I'm gonna do. Duke, Duchess, Lord, and we've seen Lord, even a Baron can be called Lord. Lords of London, this is all imperial, registrar, blue blood power. Yeah, I just said it. And I mentioned before, there's a book that came out in 1896 that was published in 1900. And it could have been published in 1996, but I believe it's 1900. And if I'm wrong, I can be corrected in the comments about this, but it's a fact, nonetheless, whatever year it is. A book called Baron Trump, the Last American President, written in 1896, 29 years ago now, roughly around 128. We're in the 25, so it'll be going on the 129th year. Yeah. So this is I have to look at. So like a wife of a baron, a lady holding a baronial title. Notice it's a title. French baroness, lady of quality, nobility. Also, ironically, a woman of low morals, a slut. So the other side of the baroness could be a slut. Wow. But this baroness are married to the barons. And I believe, and it is just something just hit me, being a little older. In World War I, the Germans had a plane, and the plane or the one that flew the plane, the pilot was that I have to look it up again. The Red Baron, right? The Red Baron. That's interesting. Something that just came to me right now. Just kind of snapped me into it. So let's look under here. A baronet, a diminutive baron, originally younger or lesser baron, established as a filtered it's a heretical order because it's a blue blood order. And even lords in this order, like I had mentioned earlier, the Lord is in this order. The Lord is part of the order. So when we start calling our gods Lord Jesus, Lord Krishna, Lord Ganesha, Lords of London, we're talking about blue blood gods. We're talking about blue blood orders. The men are gods. What did you say? Yeah. You just don't know that. This has been hidden from you and giving you some invisible thing and saying it is, because anybody who knows and does and has been open and is kind of awakened, you're really doing about finding out information and doing diligently studying. You know that Jesus is Marduk, that Jesus is actually Lucifer, that Jesus is even Serapis. Even there was people back when the Catholic Church was establishing that were running around saying this character, they're calling this or that, he is Serapis. And then they were killed for trying to say that amongst that time. These were even priests. Not all priests agreed with the Council of Nicaea and the agendas being pushed. There was a lot that were in priesthoods that said, no, this is not right. This is not, and they were stamped out because they agreed, these others agreed, they were taking the power and running with it, which you see, this is the fruit of the results of that happening even now, and there's a lot of smelly ass rotten fruit around here, just being honest. But, so the Baroness, that's a trip, can be a slut. Oh, God. That makes me wonder because, you look at like a president and a vice president, we've even seen the cases. I hate to throw it up because it's in it. We've seen the men over there getting, all these presidents over having affairs in the White House, getting fellatioed, and multiple presidents and sleeping with multiple women, even actresses. And then we know that the recent one, the one that was the vice president that ran for president, that we find out that's how but obviously she's bloodline or she would not be in that position. And if you did that, you would find out probably that all of them are, even the ones that are not 33-degree Masons. And you find out in California how this one got to where she was that ran for president on the Democratic side. And she could be a baroness because she does fit the last part of it. This is facts. These are facts, documented facts. With old Willie Brown, back in the day, the mayor and Willie Brown, yeah. Nothing new under the sun, baby boys, baby girls. I mean, this is just, these are Hollywood movies at their best. But anyways, let's kind of break this and go out of it. And then, so we covered the barons and the baronesses and showed how they're blue blood and that the double R and the single R are the same thing. Because somebody wanted to give me the argument. With knowing etymology, I was like, no, this doesn't fake the funk. That's why it's so important to know etymology and know that you purposely were not taught it in the schools they appointed. Yeah, purposely. Because then if you've seen it through the words and you knew etymology, you would not fall for the okie doke in school. There'd be a lot of disruption in school with kids waking up and saying, you're feeding me Alpo. Yeah, they would know. Actually, this etymology helps you to know, because you know by looking at certain words, the connection of that word to this word is definitely there. happens all the time when I see different words. I go, oh, that's connected to this. Then you look it up, and of course it is. You know the rules of etymology now. So the Baron with a double R and the Baron with a single R are the same word. You guys have a great day, and we will follow this up with duchesses and dukes and all that, because we're going to reveal this, how this is all connected. And there's some other news going around with some of the stuff fire, because like I said, definitely keep us in your hearts, in your mindsets, because there's more coming here with the rains, and this is going to bring mudslides, and the mudslides have no barriers when you scorch the earth and remove the trees and the plants and the shrubberies and all that, which would slow it down to maybe the men or the people building some kind of wall, kind of natural barrier, almost like a levee. It's going to run like a river now. It's not going to be slow that it's coming down, because it's been blocked on the way down, slowed. It's going to be river flowing because it's scorched. There's nothing there to stop it. Facts. When you do things a certain way, you can definitely, it seems planned. We uncensor it. This is West Coast Uncensored. You guys have a great, let me get out of this first. Stop the share, and we'll go to me. Have a great day, you guys. Keep safe, and definitely keep us in our heart, and help me with Cash App, so we can grow and do the work. This takes a lot of time, studying. I want to take this part of this and get better editing, even better sharing. I'm in talks with John Keane from the Best Damn podcast, and we're going to do some things together. Soon. We're going to have a meeting. I didn't the other day because I was worried about what was going on, or concerned. I had to do some work because I have some family in San Diego and Riverside that concerned. The fires breaking out over there, and the ones in San Diego were much closer than the ones in Riverside. But you guys, and some friends too that we had in the IE areas, wasn't so as close to them. I was talking to a couple of them yesterday, and one the day before, the other one the day before. But the San Diego got much closer. It seems they're okay now, but them with this, what's happening today with the rain, it was coming. It seems to lit up a little bit now, but it was coming. So you guys have a great day.